slow down to kind of take a proper look at genetics, let's get some terminology down. First, you have gene. And before I talked about a book being a gene with the letters inside of it being the A's, T's, C's, and G's that make up the DNA sequence that is inside of that gene. Inside of that, you might have chromosomes, which is like a shelf where all of those different books, those different genes exist together. And then you have the entire set of DNA where all the chromosomes fit together to make up the entire bookshelf. And in that respect, my library would be the nucleus, where that bookshelf is, where the chromosomes of the actual individual shelves are, and the books that are on those shelves are the different genes that code for specific proteins. And that's what we're trying to get to. Genes code for proteins, unless you're talking about epigenetics, which means that sometimes they switch on and off other genes, or they boss other genes around completely and say, this is how you're going to lay out your body plan. It just was a little bit later that we figured out how all those genes work together, and some of the parts that we saw that didn't make a lot of sense, that looked like junk, we know laid out how all of the other genes were going to be expressed, the timing of how those genes are going to be expressed, and the way and manner in which the body was going to be built as far as phenotypically, the way that you actually look based on the way that those genes are expressed. But for the most part, genes pretty much code for proteins. And proteins are the machines that run our body. They're the way that we go through and do our normal things. Think about it like little tools that we use. Little tools that do a job. Things that we are able to use in science or make. Enzymes, proteins that are structural, the muscle fibers that make up your muscles. All of these different things that either digest your food or go through and let you be able to see by changing over and losing certain things so that you can perceive light even inside your eyes are proteins. And they're all coded by different genes.